Whenever I explain to someone how mobile home parks work, it's almost guaranteed that they're going to ask, so what happens if somebody doesn't pay? The reason is because mobile home parks are a combination of a rental and an ownership model, which makes a very complex combination. One of the reasons banks won't touch mobile home parks and some investors are scared to invest in them is because they think that if someone can't pay their lot rent, they're just going to pull their home right out of the community. Then you got to ask yourself, what happens if they don't pay lot rent and you can't get them to pull their home out? Today I'm going to go over all these concerns and more about the nightmare that every single mobile home park investor is going to have to deal with at some point or another: evictions. Hey, Mario Dattilo here. Welcome back to the channel where we talk everything mobile home parks. Make sure that you push that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on anything. Let's attack this challenge right now. In land lease communities, it's really common that residents are going to pay lot rent and a mortgage on their home. So today what we're going to do is we're going to focus solely on the lot rent aspect, because if someone doesn't pay the mortgage on their home, it's actually a repossession similar to a car repo. Maybe I'll do a video on that another day. Typically, rent is due on the 1st. It's late on the 5th, and at some point after that, you could start the eviction process depending on the state that you're in. After the statutory period is passed, there's a number of notices that go out, and those notices give the tenant the opportunity to respond, to pay, or leave. If the tenant responds to the notices, then it often turns into mediation in court or a hearing. Assuming things don't get resolved, the judgment is issued and a writ of possession is ordered by the court, which basically gives you the right to that lot. If they don't move the home, which costs thousands of dollars, then the sheriff comes and makes the people leave along with their things. After the home's been vacated, you file for abandonment with the DMV, which is where mobile home titles are managed. This would be similar to if someone left their car sitting in your yard or in your business parking lot. There's a bit of a process with this, but once it's done, you actually get a title in your name so you can go and sell that home to another tenant that can pay their lot rent. One of the downfalls to mobile home park evictions is the time that it takes to get possession of that home versus an apartment or a single family home, because every day that that home doesn't collect lot rent is money out of your pocket. Another problem could be that they actually do pull the home off the lot. In all reality, this costs $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to do, and if someone can't pay the $400 a month lot rent, chances are they're not going to pay that extra money to bring it someplace else and then have the setup costs wherever they're taking it. Additionally, these homes are sometimes 30, 40, or 50 years old, and they don't go down the highway very well. You can only imagine the things that could go wrong in that scenario. Mobile home park evictions are unique because you often get collateral, the home, after the eviction is over. And this can be very helpful because you can recoup things like lost rents, the eviction costs, the cost to renovate the home in preparation for sale, and even commission costs in selling that home. Imagine if you could do that with an apartment, sell it after you've made it ready and recoup all your costs. Unlike other property types, the resident owns their home, which gives them a really unique option. They can sometimes sell their home while they're in eviction, recoup all of the lot rent that was owed for the community, and sometimes even walk away with money in their pocket. Helping your tenants understand the sale process of their home can actually help them avoid evictions altogether. This process is going to be expensive, time-consuming, and emotional, but I guarantee every single mobile home park investor is going to have to go through it at one point or another. The best part about mobile home park investing is that you actually get to recoup some of those costs after the eviction by selling the home. Before buying your first park or buying one in a new state, make sure that you get with a knowledgeable attorney so they can guide you through the process of that state. That way then you can put your procedures in line with the law. If you're a little bit cheap or you like to wing it on certain things, this is not the time for that. As a business, we do our best to make sure that residents understand that there is no pay, no stay policy. If they don't pay, they've got to go. And we time our timelines with the states so that as soon as we legally can get that home back, we do it. If this has been helpful, click like and throw a comment down below telling us some of the surprise stories that you've had in the eviction process. Bonus tip: the best way to avoid evictions is to properly screen your tenants as they're moving into your community. It's a lot better to have them never move in than to move in and have to kick them out because they couldn't pay. The better you get at screening your residents, the less and less evictions you're going to see. Be sure to follow fair housing law. And if you're following fair housing law, you're going to protect yourself against any liability. Hey guys, I hope you got a lot out of this video, and maybe you're even comfortable now knowing that your park isn't going to go empty and life isn't over because someone didn't pay their rent. This might also be a great video to give to a banker who's trying to get their head around the mobile home park business. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.